So I finally did some thorough research about some tips and things like that on how to grow your channel a little faster. Of course, everyone that I watched, they was monetized. I don't even remember who I watched. I just was skimming through hella videos and shorts, and everyone was pretty much saying the same thing. I was looking that up because, as you know, YouTube requirements is changing. So instead of 4,000 watch time hours, you gotta have 8,000 watch time hours starting February 1st. But as of right now, the requirement, which is lower than that, stays the same. To become monetized, which is the 4,000 hours. Yes, the 4,000 watch time hours, and 1,000 subscribers. But I didn't know this part. If you are inside of the partnership program, which is the step before you get monetized, then you don't have to worry about reaching that 8,000 watch time hours. And the requirement to get in that YouTube partnership program is lower than 4,000. So you just have to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch time hours. So once you get into that program, you don't have to worry about having to reach that goal of 1,000 watch time hours. I didn't know that, so that kind of made me feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? But let me get into some tips that I researched and that I found interesting and that I'm gonna follow. So one tip that I got by watching crap load of videos is to focus more on the long form videos. That kind of makes sense because you get longer watch time hours. If you make your videos about some people was recommending 10 minutes, but I say between 10 and 20 minutes. One of my videos has, I think my 20-minute video, that has about 20 something watch hours. So I think that's pretty cool. As opposed to focusing on the shorts, the requirements are higher right now. The requirements in order to become monetized based off of your shorts is 10 million watch time hours within the last 365 days. And then starting February, those requirements are going to rise even higher, up to 20 million watch time hours within 365 days. So I understand that it would definitely make sense to focus on the long form videos. Now, based off of the information that I was receiving and my own input, it would make sense to still post shorts. From my own experience, I feel like I've gotten more subscribers posting shorts, so that's a good thing. Oh, and another thing too that I almost forgot to say is it's also cool to focus on long form videos too. Because a lot of your subscribers, right, if they're coming based off of your shorts, if they're subscribing to your channel based off of a short, the likelihood of them mainly subscribing for shorts is high. Not saying that they won't watch your long form videos, but the likelihood of them watching your long form videos is low. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting a lot of subscribers strictly based off of your shorts, the chances of your long form videos watch time hours being low is high. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I was going into, my input on that is right now I don't have 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So right now I feel like I need to post some shorts, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more often, while also posting long form videos, because my goal is to get to that 500 subscriber count so that I could get into the YouTube partnership program. And there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I was told that focusing on your shorts, focusing mainly on shorts, it could possibly, the algorithm could turn your YouTube channel into a shorts channel. That's not true, but it's recommended based off of the example that I just explained to focus more on your long form videos, because You know, it's not that YouTube going to turn your channel into a shorts channel. It's just that if you're receiving a whole lot of subscribers based off of strictly shorts, and your watch time is going to be higher on those shorts than it is on your long form videos, you know what I'm saying, then you know, that would make sense. So, and then from what I understand based off of my dad, because he teaches me a lot about YouTube, you get paid more when you have better opportunities or something like that when you have better watch time on your long form videos. So yeah, in a nutshell, from what I research and what I hear, it's best to focus on your long form videos. A lot of people say post every day, and I think that you should as well. But sometimes when you post every day, you can kind of stray away from the quality of your videos. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to add this. I think it's important, from what I learned and based off of the research that I did, to post every day, but also make sure your videos are quality. Like, for example, I used to feel weird about like saying that I would do research on a topic before doing a video on it, but I think that's really important. You know, you're delivering information to people who want to know. You don't want to deliver the wrong information. You know, people looking for answers about certain things. Imagine some people looking up your video on a topic or whatever the case may be, and you tell them like, yeah, you add this part to your car, they add the part to the car, and that mother effer blow up. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to know what you're talking about as opposed to just rambling. I have a couple videos where I'm rambling, but I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? And I probably will have a couple more in the future where I'm rambling, but for the most part, I'm gonna try to make my videos mostly quality. I think that's very important. Another thing too, some people don't really sit and watch your videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people might be riding and just receiving information that way. Like, they're not looking at your video. So it's like very important to know what you're talking about, like how your message is being delivered and things like that. I'm still working on that myself as well. But, you know, that's a part of the quality process. And then I don't know why I was so skeptical about like letting people know like, yeah, I'm doing research on this topic, but it's important. Like, we're not computers, we don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? So, but sometimes topics be interesting to us, and so it's important to do research on that topic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I was under the impression like, yeah, you should just know. Like, no, like, I'm going to do research on this so that I know what I'm talking about. Another cool pointer when it comes to quality is to what they say, to sit and plant yourself somewhere when you're doing your videos, because imagine like just moving everywhere, it's not clear. Like, you know how I'm sitting here and I'm engaged and I'm looking at the camera. It took me a little while to get this way too, because before I was just looking at like my phone screen. So this is me looking at the phone screen, but this is me here looking at the camera, which it probably feels a little bit more engaged to you because it's like I'm giving eye contact. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you grow more in that area within due time. Sometimes when I'm thinking real hard, I might look up or whatever the case may be. But just to make your more, in a nutshell, from what I learned, to make your videos more quality, try to find a good place where you can sit and stay planted. Also too, what I was told was background is key too. You know, if you have a nice background or a nice setting, you know, that might keep your subscribers consistent, because it feels, how can I word this? So I was talking with my dad about this, right? When you watch a TV show like Full House or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin, like that background, that scenery, it gives like a more home feeling because it never changed, but you still was in tune with the daggone TV show. You get what I'm saying? Because it was more so quality of the information that was being delivered, the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But that home background made you feel more at home. You know what I'm saying? I used to love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it did make me feel at home. It made me feel like I was like living with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really important. Hopefully that made sense. I tried to deliver it the best way that I could, but yeah, I think background does play a part in the quality of your videos. Even if you have, even if you have a background that's not super aesthetically pleasing, as long as it's the same background, like, you get what I'm saying? It's cool if you have a more aesthetically pleasing background, but if it's not, as long as it's the same background. That's just my intake on it. So now, this information I didn't get from nobody. It's just something that I thought about that I feel like will be helpful on the journey of like growing your YouTube channel. Sometimes I like write my ideas down, so that I won't forget. Like, a lot of the times, like, I might think of something, and then if I didn't get to write it down or save it, I'll forget it. I'll forget the passion that I have for it. I'll forget the delivery in which I would like in which I would like to have delivered that topic. Another cool thing too that I'm just starting to realize and apply is that, like, just voice recording what I want to talk about, it like reignite that passion that I have for the topic, and it reminds me of how I want to naturally deliver it. You get what I'm saying? It make me feel like, oh yeah, that's right, because I knew, like, you know what I'm saying? It make me have more of that in it when I record myself, because then I get to hear and I get to feel. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's cool, to record your ideas too, along with like writing my ideas down and recording my ideas. I try to, like, I think it's beneficial to try to get it out your body as soon as possible. I think I was saying this in another video before too, to get it out as soon as possible. Like, try to make a video about that topic as soon as possible, so that that passion for that topic could still be there, and I was thinking, like, too, now this I was hearing from like another creator. They were saying, like, sometimes your looks and the way that you look and present yourself, that may stop you from posting. And I used to be like that for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? But realistically, it's like, if you're a regular person and you have a life that's busy all the time, sometimes you may not be able to have your makeup done. You know what I'm saying? Your hair done and stuff like that. That's why I have on this hat. But the crazy thing is, I'm doing my hair tonight, and I'm getting my nails done sometime tomorrow. So, it be like that. This is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if we was rich, or, you know what I'm saying, we had a whole production team, the hair will be done, the nails will be laid 24/7, 365. But it's not going to always be like that. Lucky you if you could do that, especially for those who don't have any children. But my baby takes up a lot of my time. Okay? A lot of my time. We at the park with it. We, like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, he's not in school. He home all day. Like, sometimes I don't want to go to the nail salon with my baby. So it be like that sometimes. And then I do know that first impression is everything, especially when people watching, like, who's the message coming from. But I feel like the real ones gonna clock what you saying. And that's the type of people that I would like to attract. The real ones, you know what I'm saying? The people who are more in depth, instead of like, oh, she don't have her nails done, she don't have her makeup done, like, I don't want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I will, you know what I'm saying? And then it might attract those people, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I won't, like today. So it is what it is. But I think that, in my opinion, I think the message is a lot more valuable than how you look. I say at least make yourself presentable. And that's why I have on this hat. Like, I don't look too bad, right? I didn't come on here with my hair standing up on top of my head, right? So just make yourself look presentable, even if you got to put on a little cute Erykah Badu scarf. Now, I did get this pointer from another creator. I wish I would have wrote down the names of the creators, but I was just skimming through. Like, I didn't even, like, write nobody down. But they was all pretty much saying the same thing anyways. But Another thing too is, what was they saying? Mm. Oh, they were saying like to watch. They were saying like to watch other creators' content. Like, I understand that because I don't really watch too many people content. Like, I watch others content for this video so that I can get more information. You know, I did some chat GPT too, some Google research as well, but I also watch other content creators to get information about this particular topic, and I just mashed it all together, but other content creators was recommending to watch other content creators so that you understand and know what's okay. And as I was watching one of the girls, like, her video, she was editing like a lot of her stuff. I was skeptical about editing my videos. I wanted everything to be straight through because I wanted to be super transparent, but sometimes you might stutter. Sometimes you might sneeze, okay? Sometimes you might got a boogie that you need to pick out. Like, it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might say the same thing twice. I know that some video, like, I don't know which one it was, or maybe it was two, like, a couple videos, I probably said the same thing twice in a different way. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's okay to just cut those, like, miscellaneous parts out, and you get a better delivery for your message. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I learned that watching other content, watching other creators. I'm like, well, they're like, she got so many edits, but the information that she was given and even the quality of her video was good. So it made me more comfortable to edit my videos. And another thing too, like, I feel like it's okay to get information from other people's videos. If you're going to say exactly what they say, I feel like it's important to give credit, you know what I'm saying, to that person. And or I feel like if the information is a viral information, you get what I'm saying, you could just deliver it in your own way. If it's a viral piece of information, you get what I'm saying. But if you're sharing something from someone else, like, more so in a direct way, I think that you should give the person credit. Like, for example, the new Nikes. Like, if you're sharing an opinionated video, you get what I'm saying? Like, you might say, like, oh my gosh, that sneaker did come out. You might watch your content creator's video on a new sneaker that came out, and you might view that sneaker. You might say, oh, that's fire, da da da. I'm gonna do a video about that sneaker because I like that sneaker. You know what I'm saying? You do the video about the sneaker, you giving all your opinion, that's fine. But if you, like, receiving, like, I don't know, this is just my opinion, if you're receiving, like, factual information from their video, like, maybe you should give them credit, or you could just research the factual information on Google, because it's a general thing. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and the other example that I was going to give too is, like, think about news channels, right? When things is happening on the news, like, the news could be talking about the same event, right? Because it's a general thing. It's happening. It may be happening all over the world, or it may happen in a particular state, right? So it's okay for everyone to talk about that event because it was a viral event. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh yeah, this happened in Florida, so only Florida news gonna talk about it. Like, nah, this happened in Florida. You know what I'm saying? We all live here on this earth, and this was a big, massive problem. So everybody gonna talk about it like, yeah, this happened in Florida. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking about. This is another cool thing that I learned by doing my research on, how to make your channel grow. The content strategy, and I wrote this down, so don't mind me if I'm looking down, but the content strategy, Hero Hub help. Hero is when you more so do videos that may have bigger words in a search engine, like viral words or viral videos, viral topics, things like that. It might track a lot of attention to your videos because you're using this viral topic. Like, for example, reaction videos to celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Or, doing a reaction to the Nolan Wells situation. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, with all due respect. Stuff like that. Just make sure it's genuine and you're passionate about it. And then the hub. The hub is videos based off of like of why people subscribe to your channel in the first place. So those are your community people, right? So you just make sure you feed them what they came to your channel for, right? So yeah, I'm assuming that it's probably like more so things that you originally posted, you know what I'm saying? So content like that. In a nutshell, you just feed in like your followers, you actually build a community on YouTube, from what I've seen. And you got to know one of your subscribers, you know what I'm saying? They always comment on your video, you know what I'm saying? And they might give you a couple ideas, and you might talk about what they saying in the comments. You might make another video about what they're saying. You get what I'm saying? And that'll make your subscribers really appreciate your content. You know what I'm saying? Like Sally, like, yeah, my man cheated on me, and we got a divorce. So now you talking about, you know what? One of my subscribers pointed out that they was cheating on and they got a divorce, and here's my opinion on that, or whatever the case may be. And you might be feeding them new information. You know what I'm saying? That really could help them. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one, hub. And the next one is help. So this is like words, from my understanding, like you would like put in the title like words that's good for the search engine. So with the hero one, the viral one, that, you know what I'm saying, you'll use words in the title that's good for the search engine too, because that's viral. But with the help one, you'll use words that's also good for the search engine. So that'll be, from my understanding, that'll be like how-to videos. People are looking for help. You know what I'm saying? People might be depressed, okay? And if you have experience with how to come up out of that, or your own experience, you know what I'm saying, you might be able to help with that. You might know how to do a really good leave out, okay? You might know how to do a nice U-part wig. You know what I'm saying? You might know how to change your oil or change your tires. So good how-to videos and, encouragement and uplift. I love to encourage. I do that naturally outside of YouTube, because I know, you know what I'm saying, if I could, if only if I've been through it, that's where I like could, assist in that way. Because I'm like, yo, if I went through that, you could come up out of that too. You know what I'm saying? In your own way. So yeah, in a nutshell, content creators was saying to use the content strategy, hero, hub, and help. And so for me, I found my own, I struggle. Oh, I was saying this years ago too. I'm such I'm very like a multi-talented person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bragging or nothing. But I do feel like I could put my hand in a lot of different things. And so I didn't know. I'm just like, yo, I don't think I'm going to have a niche for my channel. You get what I'm saying? If I ever really got into it, I don't know if I'm going to have a niche. But one thing, I'm like, what do I do every day? You know what I'm saying? What is something that I do every day that I am genuine about? I work out. I mean, not every day, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might miss like 1 or 2 days, but working out, fitness, health, and things like that, I'm like, maybe that could be like a good niche for me, while I am also posting other videos. Like, that would be a hub video. You get what I'm saying? That would be a hub video, because I'm feeding the community. That's what my channel will be mainly about, because that's what I post every day about, or try to. I'm just being realistic. And then I could post videos along with videos that's in the hero category and in the help category as well. You know what I'm saying? From time to time. But I could post my niche every day. You get what I'm saying? So, in a nutshell, the content strategy, hero, hub, help will be useful in growing your channel. I will also say to do more research on that too, because I'm not sure if I deliver that very nicely. But research that. I think it's a good strategy, like from the way that I'm understanding. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And then, yeah, always I say share your own opinions. I love, even if it's opposing to mine, I love learning new things. So thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.